Hey there, Omar and Marsha. How are you guys doing today?
Hey, Bonnie.
Good. Hi, Bonnie.
Great to see you. Thank you for this absolutely stunning series. I could not stop watching, and I thank goodness had a ton of Kleenex next to me for it. So I appreciate that. Omar, let's start with you because first I want to ask you. Reggie is just such a special character, and we need more Reggie in the world. Somebody who cares about the elderly, or somebody he really wants to take care of him. What was it for you when maybe you had read Walter's book before, I'm not sure, but when you got this material, how did it personalize with you?
Just from the way that I grew up, it personalized in that I grew up checking on the elderly because my parents, in our culture, it's a very big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And as a child, you have very little say so in your life in the Black community. You have very little say so about what you do and where you go. And so you go to school for 5 days a week, and then the other 2 days you're doing stuff your parents tell you to do. Right. Every now and then you get to sneak in a minute to play some video games or go play outside or something like that. But I grew up going out and about, checking on my grandparents and their friends and my parents' aunts and uncles and so on and so forth. So I mined the book because the book is fantastic. I mined that for material, and then I just mined my real life. And I agree. I think we need more Reggies in the world, or perhaps we actually need more recognition for the Reggies of the world. And that's what I really liked, is that this is something where you get to see this punishing job of goodness, and he gets punished for it in certain ways, but it's still the intrinsic rewards that you get from doing the right thing is of the utmost importance.
Absolutely. Marsha, for you to play Nisi, she's a woman who, she's not a bad woman. I mean, she wants the best for her family, and that's number one. She's looking out for that. And for you to be able to play this role, but then to work opposite Samuel L. Jackson, who is just like, is there anything that man cannot do? Seriously.
No. The answer to that, the easy answer is no. There is nothing he cannot do.
Tell me a little bit about working opposite, and playing this role and what she meant to you as well.
Well, first, being opposite Samuel L. Jackson is equally as complicated and as difficult, but as easy as you would imagine. It's difficult because there are moments. There is a moment, the first scene, the first time you work with him, where you're looking across from him, you're sitting across from him, and you're looking at him, and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm in a scene with Samuel L. Jackson. Like, please let me remember my lines. Please let me remember why I'm here. Please let me be able to focus and be in the moment. And then what happens is, because he's so good at what he does, is he quickly makes you forget that.
Right.
He is not Samuel L. Jackson that you're sitting across from. You're sitting across from Ptolemy Gray. I was sitting across from Uncle Pity, for me, for Nisi. And he's so good at making you forget that he's this huge, iconic Hollywood superstar because he's just beautiful at what he does. And then playing Nisi, to answer the other side of your question, playing Nisi, I love the complexity that is Nisi. I love that there is no one side to her. That people might have a difficult time dealing with her character, but I think a part of that is because that Nisi is a side of you that you don't want to admit exists.
For sure.
I think we all imagine that we will be a Reggie or a Robin, but very often we are Nisi or we're Hilary.
100%.
And you're put in a position where you have to make really tough decisions. And listen, tough decisions, sometimes you make the wrong decision. I think, like you said, Nisi is trying to do what's best for her family. It doesn't always work out that that's what's best, but she is trying. And if you lead with love, in the end, things will work out. I firmly believe that, were we to continue a story, the legacy of Ptolemy Gray, let's say. I do think things will work out. But, in the moment, she's just she's just trying to survive, man. And survival is hard and survival is complicated.
Yeah, that is for sure. You got to talk to Walter Mosley about that. I think you've got a good idea there. Marsha.
The legacy of Ptolemy Gray.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm good. Yeah, I'm going to mention that to him. Guys, I wish I had more time, but thank you so much for your time. And Omar, I'm sorry you didn't have any scenes with Walton Goggins, because I would have liked to see the unicorn reunion. But it's all good. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
bye-bye.